Allegations against Gervonta Davis, they're very serious allegations. Anybody that's laying hands on women needs to be shut down straight away. They need to be, for me, they need to be locked up and the key thrown away.
Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done.
This is what I tell people within my company, within my team. Do it my way. Because if you mess up, I don't mind being a janitor to clean up the mess because I told you to do it a certain way. But if I tell you to do it a certain way and you do it your way and then mess up, I don't want to clean it up.
Lawsuit filed in Miami-Dade County has put the WBA lightweight champion in hot water over another alleged domestic incident.
Floyd Mayweather has finally broken his silence after shocking reports surfaced that Gervonta "Tank" Davis has been arrested, and now the highly anticipated fight with Jake Paul may be heading toward total cancellation. The boxing world, which was already buzzing with tension, just went into full panic mode. Sources close to the situation revealed that while no official cancellation has been confirmed yet, Jake Paul's promotional team, Most Valuable Promotions, has officially launched an internal investigation into the civil allegations filed against Davis. In their official statement, MVP confirmed they were made aware of a serious civil lawsuit filed on October 30th, 2025, in Miami-Dade County, and immediately began gathering facts before making any final decisions. The timing couldn't be worse, with the Netflix exhibition only weeks away. One of boxing's most hyped crossover events now hangs in limbo, all because of the storm surrounding Davis's legal troubles.
This fight is only 2.5 weeks from going on. November 14th is the date. We are supposed to think that Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis are going to be fighting on Netflix, but not so fast, my friend. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change.
The allegations themselves are explosive. Claims of battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress have surfaced, though no criminal charges have yet been filed. Still, the implications are massive given Gervonta Davis's already controversial history. This situation threatens not only his career, but also the credibility of every promoter involved. Floyd "Money" Mayweather, who mentored Davis for years and once called him the future of boxing, has finally spoken up, and every word is being dissected by fans and insiders alike. Floyd's statement was calm but cryptic, reminding everyone that discipline outside the ring is what defines a champion. The industry is now watching closely to see if Floyd will publicly distance himself from Tank or step in to help manage the crisis. Either way, Mayweather's stance could influence whether the fight proceeds or becomes one of the biggest cancellations in streaming sports.
Former boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Russell says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Russell claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami on November 14th.
Unfortunately, this isn't unfamiliar territory for Gervonta Davis. This marks yet another controversy in a long list of offering troubles that have repeatedly overshadowed his immense talent. Over the years, clips, statements, accusations have surfaced involving disputes with former partners, each incident leaving deeper cracks in his reputation. Critics are now calling this the latest episode in a pattern of destructive behavior that continues to plague his career. Even though the full legal picture has yet to unfold, the damage to his public image has already begun. Endorsements that once celebrated Davis as boxing's next superstar are now at risk, and corporate partners are reportedly reassessing their relationships pending the outcome of this case. Fans who once idolized his power and precision in the ring are now struggling to separate the fighter they admired from the headlines that haunt him.
Welcome back. Champion boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now, he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against him. Trish?
Yeah, guys, good evening. Well, in the last 30 minutes, Gervonta Tank Davis just bonded out of jail. Behind me, he was arrested this morning on the charge of battery of domestic violence. Take a look at that brand new video here. You can see him walking out of the side of TGK using his T-shirt to cover his head, surrounded by correctional officers and what is presumed to be his manager. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything to us as he walked out. He just went immediately into the SUV waiting for him on the side. Now, Davis was arrested this morning, like we just mentioned, on a charge of battery of domestic violence after he allegedly hit his ex-girlfriend outside of her home on Father's Day. According to the arrest form, Davis and the victim have 2 children together and were in a relationship for about 4 years. Police say Davis went to her home to pick up the kids on Father's Day. That's when an argument took place before things got physical. He reportedly told the victim to remove the kids from the car, saying he no longer wanted to take them. And while she was leaning in to grab her daughter from the back seat is when he allegedly hit her in the back of the head and proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting in a cut by her mouth. Now, according to the police report, she texted her mother to come outside. The arrest form says her mother saw the victim crying and arguing with Davis and filmed that argument. Davis is a boxing star, a WBA lightweight champion, I should say, but he has had numerous legal issues in the past, most recently in May of 2023, but a Florida prosecutor dropped that separate battery case against him after a woman accused him of slapping her.
2 years ago. Davis faced similar accusations that landed him briefly behind bars for misconduct involving a woman. That case dominated headlines at the time and reignited debates about whether professional fighters receive enough accountability for actions outside the sport. Despite the backlash and supposed reflection period that followed, many now question whether Davis ever truly learned from those experiences. The recurrence of these allegations has reignited discussions across the boxing community. Is this a young man losing control, or is it a deeper issue the system failed to address? Commentators argue that with his talent, Davis could have built a Hall of Fame legacy. But his offering choices continue to erode the foundation of everything he's worked for. Each repeated mistake feels like another step away from greatness, and fans are left wondering if redemption is even possible this time.
More about his criminal history. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live in Fort Lauderdale with all of the latest developments. Roy.
Sanella and Louie, and we just obtained the 911 calls made by this alleged victim, and in it you can hear her screaming to that dispatcher to send help because she is in fear for her life.
Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
No words from 28-year-old star boxer Gervonta Davis as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail Wednesday, a day after he was arrested for allegedly hitting a woman at his Parkland home.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
Davis facing a Broward County judge hours earlier for the domestic battery charge.
Meanwhile, inside Jake Paul's camp, urgency is sky high. Most Valuable Promotions, MVP, has reportedly begun reaching out to several top-tier fighters to replace Gervonta Davis in hopes of salvaging the blockbuster Netflix event. But despite the frantic calls and behind-the-scenes negotiations, finding a replacement of Tank's caliber has proven difficult. Industry insiders claim that multiple big names have been contacted, yet logistical and contractual complications continue to slow progress. To maintain momentum and protect millions in promotional investment, MVP is now seriously considering moving the event to December. This delay, while disappointing to fans, may be the only way to preserve the event's credibility and give Jake Paul time to reset, rebuild, and prepare for a new opponent worthy of the spotlight.
I am hearing that Jake Paul and Most Valuable Promotions have sent an offer to Ryan Garcia to replace Gervonta Tank Davis for that fight.
To Davis, at the minute, is in limbo. We don't know if the fight's going to be happening. I mean, I wasn't too excited about this fight anyway. I think it's a joke, but I'll get into that in a minute. So here's what we know so far. Davis is now facing a lawsuit in Miami from his ex, accusing him of battery, kidnapping, false imprisonment, and emotional distress. I mean, this does not look good. And he's had previous with his partner. Hands on women, I just can't agree with. It's just terrible. And it's so bad for boxing when a fighter is being accused of putting, I mean, that's my personal opinion on men going anywhere near women in an aggressive manner. It's just wrong. So as of today, November 2nd, this fight is still technically scheduled for November 14th to air on Netflix, but it's basically hanging on by a thread. But the team, Jake Paul's team, have reportedly gone and contacted all the fighters, and the names that they're looking at contacting to fight as a late replacement: Ryan Garcia, Terence Crawford, Francis Ngannou, I mean, come on, we'll get into them, and Nate Diaz. So he's already fought Nate Diaz.
Several reports suggest that Jake Paul's team has already reached out to none other than Ryan Garcia as a potential replacement. Sources indicate that the offer was made discreetly, with hopes that Garcia's star power could save the event and reignite excitement among fans. Talks reportedly include the possibility of shifting the date to mid-December, giving both camps time to negotiate terms and adjust the fight card. The idea of Jake Paul versus Ryan Garcia immediately set the internet ablaze, with fans calling it the crossover fight of the year. Still, skepticism remains high, as Garcia's camp has been notoriously cautious about sudden matchups, especially those driven by external controversies. Yet even the rumor of this potential face-off has kept fans glued to social media, waiting for an official confirmation that could reshape the year's boxing landscape.
And I'm hearing that since the weight difference isn't that much, and the weight limit being that of 195, Jake Paul versus Ryan Garcia can be a pro fight. Oh my God!
However, Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy himself, has stepped forward to put an end to the growing speculation. Speaking firmly, he confirmed that Ryan Garcia will not be stepping in to replace Gervonta Davis under any circumstances. De La Hoya explained that Garcia's exclusive contract with Golden Boy Promotions and his streaming partnership with dazn directly conflict with Jake Paul's Netflix arrangement, making such a crossover not only unlikely but legally impossible. He emphasized the importance of respecting existing contracts and maintaining professionalism within the sport. Ryan's path is already set, he said, and his focus is on his own legacy, not someone else's headlines. De La Hoya added that an official announcement regarding Garcia's next opponent will be made soon under his own banner. His statement brought clarity to the chaos, reminding fans that not every viral rumor turns into reality, especially when business and loyalty stand in the way.
So I wake up to calls from reporters asking me about Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia. Let me just tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for dazn, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with dazn. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. You know, Ryan Garcia's probably going to rant saying, oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No, you have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with dazn. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So anyway, until next time, we'll see you Saturday for Virgil Ortiz. But again, Ryan Garcia's next fight will be announced by me